2020 Astro Tarot Forecast. Thank you for your patience and for subscribing to the channel. My name is Audrey Alison, and I'll be shuffling the Alchemical Tarot deck by Robert M. Place during the astrological forecast for the month. And I'll be drawing a few cards at the end. We are in a Mercury retrograde, and that started in your sign on the 16th of February at 12 degrees of Pisces. And Mercury is still retrograde and goes deeper on the 4th of March into the sign of Aquarius, and then goes direct on the 10th of March. So your 12th house, the subconscious mind, the cerebral energy is churning for you, Pisces. You're analyzing privately, very quiet energy, reflective. Your dreams are nostalgic. There's a longing to remember, to feel as if you're a part of something from the past again when Mercury's retrograde here. What you had closure in might resurface to probe or reassess. Mercury here can activate your own psychic ability and your clairvoyance. Mercury is data and information. And the 12th house is dream activity, intuition, psychic ability, REM sleep, and release of old habit. You could be reminded of something you let go of, whether that is an emotional connection or a habit that you were attached to. I just got an image of smoking a cigarette. If you were a smoker that quit, don't be surprised if in your dreams you see yourself with one of them again. But don't start it up again. Don't listen to your dreams as if they're telling you to start smoking again. You're just remembering an old habit that could be coming through again. Additionally, on the 4th of October, Venus, the planet of love and prosperity, enters Taurus through April 3rd. And on the 9th, Venus will be exactly conjunct Taurus at 4 degrees, exactly conjunct Uranus at 4 degrees in Taurus, in your 3rd house of communication, while Mercury is retrograde. So what this could mean, how I'll interpret this energy is, on the 9th, I would circle that day to expect a communication of either intimacy, an expression of love, or someone that owes you a debt or some money, a payment. Expect to hear regarding love or intimacy or money and what is due to you on the 9th, and very suddenly, when Uranus and Venus link up one day out of the year, it's usually unexpected and jolting. It doesn't have to be negative, but it can be the opposite of what you thought initially. If you thought they were never going to pay you, you just might receive a check that day. The 3rd house is also siblings. Unexpected invite to travel locally or to connect with a sibling, or a sibling might owe you and repay you, and bring that to your attention that day. Buying a vehicle is also coming up because the 3rd house is transportation, but I wouldn't recommend it on the 9th. That's the day before Mercury goes direct. You can review and assess your plan here, but I would make your purchase and sign contracts after the 10th of March. On the 19th, the sun enters Aries, and this is our vernal equinox in the northern hemisphere. Happy spring. And your wealth sector and your confidence sector has the presence of our life force, the sun. So this is a glowing, positive, and confident position for Pisces and Pisces rising. And if I didn't say this, please watch your rising sign and your moon sign in addition to your sun sign for a full dose of divination and cosmos for the month. On the 21st of March, the planet of discrimination and discerning, honed in energy, redefined energy, Saturn, limitation, learning, lessons. This planet makes a shift out of Capricorn into the sign of Aquarius, and this is a 3-year transit. Saturn here for you in Aquarius represents that 12th house that I mentioned earlier, where Mercury shifts into the subconscious mind. Your thoughts and your thought process are refined throughout these 3 years, honing in what you really should be paying attention to. If you're all over the map mentally, not a lot can get done. Saturn clears away the excess hustle and bustle, is what I'm hearing, so you can focus on what you need to focus on mentally. If you can't see something mentally, if you can't see it through to its completion, it won't get done. And Pisces has a lot on their mind that Saturn is going to work with you and I'm sorry, Mercury's retrograde. I'm hearing things and I see words and I'm trying to put them all together, and it's difficult for me as a Gemini with Mercury as my ruling planet to say everything well, so forgive me. But Saturn is assisting you in your focus, and trust your dreams. You might not remember all of them in these 3 years with Saturn here, so keep a journal by your bedside for when you do, because the ones that will be filtered through will be worth remembering over this 3-year transit. Also, this is a 3-year period of time to limit negative habit, and Saturn will assist here as well. This is the house of release and endings and addiction. If there is something being done in excess, please trust that Saturn will nip that in the bud. You'll be honing in on moderation with Saturn in the 12th house. Our new moon is on the 24th at 4 degrees of Aries in the 2nd house of worth and confidence and income. Congratulations, Pisces. You receive an accolade, a promotion, a job well done, pat. You feel good within yourself. This isn't necessarily needing to come from outside of you. If there is a new mode of income that you'd like to make, or a new way you'd like to make your living, this is the new moon to focus on that visually and mentally and privately. You don't have to advertise your intentions on social media. That's the opposite of witchery. Keep close to your chest what you'd like to invest in and watch it manifest. On the 30th of March, Mars enters Aquarius, and he'll eventually be conjunct Saturn in this 12th house. Your thoughts over the course of 60 days, 50 to 60 days, could even be frustrating for you, but it's a process. You're purging up and out negative data that's stored here from past experience, stored here from old wounds involving family and relationship. Don't judge what you think. Step out of what you think and realize you are not what you think, because you are not your mind. You are a soul within a physical body. You can detach from what your mind is telling you and running on, because that isn't what you are. Let's see what's here in your tarot for the month, Pisces, and see what comes up for you. If you'd like a private reading, I'm at audreyalison.com. Check out my website. On the home page, there are a few things I offer, my tarot course, and the Spring Goddess Planner is available for 2020, which is all of the data that you'll need for the year. Pisces, here are your cards for the month of March, and happy solar return to the March Pisceans out there. Four of Swords, the thinker, I'll say. This is the 12th house of the mind. He is meditating, which is also the 12th house, thinking, analyzing, reviewing, taking a step back, allowing a 4-week to 4-month assessment, allowing data to come down, to filter, to channel through. Wheel of Fortune, there's a right time for everything. There is luck and divine timing and destiny and fate and fortune in the Wheel of Fortune. Trust the timing of your life and trust that there are no places you should be as opposed to where you are. If you were to be somewhere other than where you are, you would be there. If you'd like to see yourself somewhere new, you have to envision it positively happening for you and create small action towards that visualization. Seven of Swords, sneaky. Pisces, you know, you could be hiding a mystery from a few people. And your 12th house is very secretive and private. And the Seven of Swords is slight, sly, cunning, mischievous behavior or mild manipulation. Strategy gone a little negative. Let's see what else comes up. And wow, Seven of Cups. There is an intrigue and a mystery regarding you this month. And it could be that you are causing the intrigue and allowing others to think. The Nine of Cups is saying you could have something positively going on that you're keeping quiet and that you're working on behind the scenes. You'll receive a goal or an accolade here. Just make sure you're being fair and honest. And if someone isn't being honest to you, this will be brought up and to your attention in this month. The Sun, partnership, marriage. Some of you are keeping your marriage a secret because the Sun is touching the Seven of Swords, and or having secrets within your marriage and not knowing what to discuss and what not to discuss. You have one more card. The Eight of Swords. It's imperative that you are forthright and honest. And you might feel stuck in the beginning of March while Mercury is still retrograde in your sign until the 4th. The Eight of Swords feels a little trapped, like you can't really move out of this what you're telling yourself. The Eight of Swords, the swords govern the mind. You don't need to use trickery in order to get this relationship you want. For some of you are already married, but trust the timing in which you've met someone and be honest. That's what you should be proud of, confident with. Your word. Stick to your word and stick to your commitments. I hope this was helpful for you, Pisces. I'm wishing you a beautiful month of March. Happy solar return. And should you require private guidance, I'm at audreyalison.com. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.